couple of things that we're doing with Heroes of the Storm that really tries to push the genre in some new directions and try some new things. One of the things we're doing is obviously using all of our Blizzard heroes in this game, and these are heroes that have got 10, 15 years of backstory. They've got their own cinematics, their own novels, their own comic books, all of these things. We're trying to make these really deep, really interesting heroes that play very, very differently from one another. I think the most important change, though, that we're doing to the game is the addition of Battlegrounds. And these Battlegrounds each have their own unique objectives. You're never playing on just a plain map where your only goal is to kill the opponent. You're trying to deal with the battleground. You're trying to engage with the characters in that battleground or deal with any of the objectives that we put in front of you. We'll take you to places like the Haunted Mines, where you have a surface world and an underworld. And you can go underworld and you can kill skeletons in the world and collect their skulls. And there's a boss down there that you can kill. And you can collect all the skulls that pop out of him. And you can take all these skulls back to the surface, and they're combined into a powerful grave golem that will then assault and destroy your opponents. We've got, a map like Blackheart's Bay, where you're trying to collect cursed treasure. And these treasure chests are going to spawn all over the map. You need to be ready for them. And then you can go and attack the treasure chests and collect the coins. If you also hunt down enemy players that are killing coins, they'll spill the coins. Then you can take all of these doubloons, all these coins you've collected, to Blackheart, this ghostly pirate lord, and you can give him the coins. If you give him 10 coins, he'll turn the cannons of his ship on your enemies and just blast their towns to pieces. So we're trying to make sure that all of these mechanics are really unique and they really challenge you strategically as a player and really give you some choices of how you want to engage against your opponents. Along with that, we've got a team leveling system, so you're never behind your teammates. You really need to work as a group. That team leveling system also unlocks the ability for us to create a lot of different types of heroes, so we can create support heroes that are truly support heroes, because they don't need to be out killing things in order to maintain their level with everybody else. So one of the challenges we have in Heroes of the Storm is we've got these characters that got so much lore and history behind them that if you and I were to sit down and have a little design meeting here and discuss what these characters should do, we could probably have a notebook full of ideas for Arthas, and all of them would be cool ideas for the character. And we try to then restrict Arthas down to, 3 or 4 or 5 abilities. It doesn't feel as much like Arthas as you want it to feel. So one of the things we've done is we've created a talent system that's a talent list per hero. And we can put additional powers in that talent system. So Arthas can have a choice when he gets to level 10. Does he want to summon Sindragosa, the undead frostworm, to the battlefield? Or does he want to summon an army of the dead? Both of those appear in that big cinematic with Arthas in the beginning of Wrath of the Lich King. And now we don't give you both at the same time, but we give you the choice which one you want to play. So Arthas feels bigger than just 4 or 5 powers. So Heroes of the Storm has a number of ideas for how we can potentially get new players more comfortable with our game. The first way that we're going to do this with, obviously, is with a tutorial. And we're also going to give you bots you can fight alone, by yourself, versus the AI with AI allies, or you can graduate from that into a team game where you're playing with real humans versus the AI. So that's a natural way you can get into the game. We're also have taken a hard look at the mechanics and really trying to make the mechanics as streamlined as possible so that new users can easily and quickly get into the game and understand what's going on, make it as intuitive as we possibly can. And there's not a lot of ways that your allies can really hurt you when you're playing with them, and so that it's okay for them just to attack the enemy, attack towns, kill heroes. It's all good.
The Raven Lord demands tribute.
So we put out the Heroes of the Storm beta just today so people can start signing up for it. Obviously, that means we're close. We want to be in a place where we can get this into the hands of the players just as soon as we possibly can, but I don't have a hard date yet. These are incredibly complicated pieces of software that these engineers are building. We need to give them the time to get it right, to get to a place where they know everything is going to be stable enough, at least for a beta. But just as soon as we can, we're going to get this in the hands of our fans and the hands of the community so we can really start building out this game.